start at home for that. Testing. Hello. Hello. Okay. My my mic is acting up occasionally. Anyways, hello. Sorry. It keeps on going back to default. Hi Vinny. Hi Shackles. Hi Poke. Hi Hyungi. Um, sorry. I had some stuff I had to reply to, and I don't know what's happening. I'm so confused, but it is what it is. I'll probably text you guys later and explain. But anyways, hello. I'm just gonna chat. I'm gonna try to work on some stuff for the game today. A little bit, but I'm not gonna be doing too much today. I'm stop being confused. It's not my choice, brother. It is not my choice. It's just something that kind of irks me a little bit, and I'm like, I feel like before they made the decision, they should have reached out to me, because it seems like they're more confused than I am, and now it's just upsetting me because they don't respond unless they're on the clock, and I was at clinical, so I couldn't reply. Um, and so now I've replied, but I won't. But the thing that was supposed to occur occurs on Monday early in the morning, right? And when they reply, it's gonna be late. So I'm gonna be like, okay, well, it's not gonna happen, but I still need to get a response from them. So I'm gonna be there early anyways. I'm gonna have to go there and talk to them. And it's kind of frustrating because I was like, okay, I have things planned out and everything, and now I'm like, okay, I don't have things planned out, and now I'm mad because it's just ruining my week and my mood. I It's a lot. My brain. I'm not happy right now. That kind of just soured my mood because I had to deal with that, and I'm like, oh, and I fell. That kind of ruins things too, but it's whatever. Where's my water bottle? I'm in not a great mood today. I'm a little south. It's one of those days where I'm like, if you just do your job, there wouldn't be an issue. Just gonna put half of this IV liquid in because my water bottle isn't really filled and I don't want that much. Ugh. You know when you pour powder in something and it just floats in the air? Anyways. I want to try to change the tiles a bit here. Let's see. I want to see. I'm going to raise this. The perks of having a standing desk, but the issues of having cables that aren't long. Okay, let's see. I have to measure him in sections. Hmm. What is his whitest part? Okay. So we'll do this. Right. I want to try to see if I can give it a little texture. Anyways, how's everyone's Friday going? Need a 40. 40 by 40. Maybe I should do it by 20s.
Bonjour.
Hey, Seb. Thanks for resubbing. Yes, that's on a stream. Yep. There goes my mouse. How's it going? It's it's going. It's a day. It's I'm trying to work on tile sets right now because I have so I'm working on the game for a little bit. Um oops, wrong way. But yeah, I wanted to see if I can get a different kind of like tile for the bedroom and kind of work around that. But yeah, it's been going. I had clinicals today, and so I fell at clinicals and I sprained my ankle. So what you guys didn't find out was that 2 weeks ago, when I had to cancel streams because I wasn't feeling well. So during that week, I had twisted my ankle and then I fell, and then I was having fainting spells after falling. Um, I went to the ER, magically became healthier in the ER. I guess my body went into shock and was like, "We're good now." Um, but I was talking to my sister, and she was like, "Okay, it's probably stress induced because I wasn't sleeping well prior." And then I fell, and then fainting spells happen. And then I fainted on the first day of clinicals, which isn't great. So I was like, I'm not beat for streaming. So I was like, yeah. So I'm not gonna stream. And so for the 2 weeks, I've been like kind of trying to heal, cause after going to the ER and falling, I scraped my. Okay, so I sprained my left ankle, scraped my right knee. It was healing. It healed yesterday. I fell today, sprained my left ankle again, and scraped my right knee 10 times worse, and it just healed. Um, yeah, so I fell right at clinicals and I went to my professor and I was like, "Hey, sorry I'm a little late," because like they just finished the debrief and they were splitting up. And then I went to him and I was like, "Hey, um, do you have a band-aid or do you know if they have band-aids here?" He was like, I don't have a first aid kit on hand and I don't know like where they keep the first aid kits, but what happened?" And I was like, "Well, I can feel my knee bleeding right now." And he was like, "You can feel your knee bleeding." And then I raised up my scrub and it just showed the worst scrape in your life. Like it looked like a cat was clawing it. There's like some punctures from the pavement, from the parking lot, and everything. And he was like, "Ooh, yeah, that don't look good. Do you need to go to urgent care? Like, what's going on?" And I was like, "Not urgent care, because I've been spraining my ankle so much. I'm a veteran at this point, right? Um, I'm a veteran at being injured. Not something you want to say. But I was like, you know, it is what it is. I just need an ice and I just need a band-aid." But he was like, "Okay, just go home for a little bit. Come back, let me know if you're like feeling good, if you're up to it. If you're not up to it, just let me know. You might have to make up clinical hours, which is kind of given if I'm out for a certain amount." And I was like, "No, I think I just need an hour, ice it." And then I was like an hour passed and I looked at it and I felt it, and I was like, "It's still throbbing. I'm not good, but I don't wanna miss a whole day," right? Um, so what I end up doing was I was like, "Oh, right, painkillers. I can take Tylenol." I was like, "Let me go take a Tylenol." So I took a Tylenol. I took a Tylenol. I was like, "Alright, it is what it is. It's not bad." Um, oh, do I want a sticker? But yeah, so I end up taking a Tylenol, and then I come back and everything. Ironically, so when I got home, my sister was home, right? And I looked at her, I was like, "Oh, you're not going to work today?" She was like, "No." And she was like, You're not going to clinicals today? I thought you had it today." And I was like, "No. Well, I kind of do, but I came back because like I fucked up my knee from scraping it and I fucked up my ankle." I was like, "Why are you home? Like, aren't you supposed to be working?" She was like, "No, I fucked up my knee." And I was like, "Wow, twinsies." It's just everyone's just fucking up their knees together, right? Um, and so that was kind of happening, and we're kind of just talking about like how I was, how like it's not my year and everything, and I was like, "Okay, whatever." It is fucking insane. Take care of yourselves. I am in the department of looking for new knees and new ankles. Let me know if you know anyone who's like, you know, is like available for a new knee transplant slash ankle transplant. But yeah. And so like I end up coming back. I'm on my way back. I'm emailing my professor. I'm like, hey, I'm on my way back. And then I find out that I had a partner for clinicals because initially when I went there, I was like, hey, is there a resident that I need to worry about? Or like what's gonna happen? Do I just wait until I come back? And he was like, yeah, just wait until you come back. I get a text message from one of my cohorts and they're like, hey, just checking in, are you okay, like where are you, like I was told, I don't know if you know, we're partners and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm on my way back because I injured my ankle and I was told I could like heal it for a little bit at home. um but I'll be back, I'll just let you know once the professor okays me to go on ahead. um but yeah, so I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, you know what, I think it would be easier if I do this. Yeah, I won't. I'm gonna change this. But yeah, so that's essentially what happened. It was like ankle, no good. Um, Knees, no good. And I feel so bad because I'm like, this professor has met me like what, maybe like 3 times, and every time something's happening with me, and I'm like, that's embarrassing. Oh, not to mention when I fell in the parking lot and there was a lady who saw me and she was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm all right, thank you." And then like there was a bus like 2 roads like across. He drove over and was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." I was like, "Dude, you were like 2 roads over. Why are you seeing me fall? Look at me." I was so embarrassed. Um, I'm such a klutz. It's so sad. Like I can't win. The debate to make this look marbly or make this look like a triangle. Like we can go regular disco with this. Hold up. Let me see. Nope. Wrong button. Hmm. The debate continues. I don't know how I feel about that. I think if we do that, anyways, as I'm talking, I'm just gonna clean this up. But yeah. So that was today. My partner was late because like oversleeping, but they also had like clinicals and everything. Not clinicals, but like they had an observation the day before. It was just a mess. So I'm over here, and then he was like, "Yeah, because you fell on like essentially like clinical grounds and everything. We have to do like a written report." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm doing the report. The report was like, "What person or object caused your injury?" And I was like, "The ground, the pavement." I was like, "I'm doing perfect." Because technically, I'm not. I was laughing so hard because I was doing the paperwork while we were like having lunch and everything because it was just like a form or something. Um, I was like, "Do I like what do I put?" Ground, ground injured. I was laughing so hard. Um, but yeah, for the most part, I would say I'm okay. It didn't. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. The rest of clinical went pretty well because I took a lot of Tylenol because it was your girl was not Gucci. Your girl was bad. Man, I'm not gonna lie, because of the amount of times I've fallen as a nursing student, I'm like, am I cut out to be a nurse? Because I feel more like a patient. That's good. How's that been going? Nursing school isn't the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. It's just I'm just constantly getting injured that's kind of like making me doubt my skills. Overall, I do enjoy what I'm learning and the skills that I'm obtaining. I feel like I'm lacking so much though as a nursing student. Like um there's a certain amount of intellect that they kind of have. They have an expectation of at this stage is what it feels like, but then I have to remember I'm only a second quarter student, and so, like, a lot of this like, extra thinking processes that they have, mind you, a lot of our professors are, like, doctorals or master degrees, and so they have an extensive, like, research and knowledge that we don't have, right? So when I'm doing it, I'm like, I'm mind you, I'm kinda, like, thinking the general is like, "Okay, so this body part is affected by, say, like, this specific hormone, so that's kinda what it does," but they kinda go into, like, "Okay, because this one body system is affected, conversely, this other body system gets affected at the same time," and essentially everything at the end of the day, everything ends up going back to your heart. Which is kind of funny because 'cause they're like, "So your heart's organ is essentially has the simplest function. It's just it pumps." That kinda it's the main function of your heart is just to pump blood, right? But yet it gets so heavily affected by other body parts that is like, yeah, this is one thing that it does, but once it gets fucked, every other organ gets fucked. And so one organ gets fucked, conversely, that ends up getting affected eventually. But why does it get affected? And how, like, so they give you the start off, and you're supposed to think further ahead. And I'm still at the this happens, then this happens, and I'm not at the further stage, if that makes sense. And like I'm understanding it now, right? But man, literally, I think the first 2 weeks of the quarter, I was like, "I'm not cut out for being a nurse." I was like, I'm not smart enough to be here." I'm, like, 2 stages behind. But then I'm kinda, like, sitting myself down now, cause like, it ironically, when I fall is when my brain starts to work. I don't know why, but it happens. But anyways, so like, cause I have this epiphany when I'm like I get injured or something. I've noticed this because last quarter I sprained both ankles and I'm like, it is what it is, bitches. I sprained my ankle again and I scraped my knee so horribly that I'm like, it's okay to to not know, but it's good that I understand what they're looking for. It is definitely an experience thing too, cause I adore my clinical instructor. Very knowledgeable and explains things well enough that I'm like they're able to break it down to a point where I'm like, "Oh, this is very understandable." Like I understand what they mean by, "Okay, this is affected, but you really need to think on a more what's the word? On a more like on the larger picture part." And I can understand now what I'm kind of looking for. So yeah?
Bonjour.
Hold up 1 second. Sorry, I thought they were calling for me. I can't tell. Um, okay, actually, wait, they are calling for me. 1 second. Okay. Anyways. Um, Hi Ollie. Thanks for resubbing. How are you? But yeah. So I'm kind of understanding where they want our thinking process to be. I just hate the fact that my brain is like, you gotta get injured to get your shit together. I'm kind of getting tired of two and two happening for me, but it does whip me into shape, if that makes sense. So that's fine. Definitely, I kind of felt a little bit insecure towards the beginning of this quarter. Too early to brain for brain to be braining that is fine. It is one of those days. I'm good. I'm surviving and trying to thrive. I'm trying to understand how this thing is working. Hmm. Let's see. Interesting. I'm cooking. No one look at me. I'm trying to figure something out. Interesting. I fucked up. No one look at me. I was struggling so hard. Interesting. That's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I was just talking about like how I felt at clinicals today. It was a ride. Oh, I'm so mad. This isn't working out I wanted to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I am enjoying nursing school. I am understanding what kind of nurse or like what kind of facility I want to work at as I'm going down the line. Because initially when I came in, I was like, I don't know, whatever, whatever I get placed in. But I'm kind of understanding like what specialties I might want to look into. It's not bad. The imposter syndrome is very real in nursing. Like sometimes you think you're meant to be here, and then sometimes you don't feel like you're meant to be here. Like you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong location. It's pretty heavy, unfortunately. Also, I feel like quarter one me was a lot more confident. I don't know what happened this quarter, but I don't I don't think what the hell is happening here? Why? But why? This is off. I don't like this. Okay, there we go. I was like, what is happening? No! Why are you what is this what is happening? Do I have to hand fill this in? What the fuck? Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better, I think. Um, Thankfully I changed my PCPs, so I'm hopefully gonna be able to see what's going on. Mm. First quarters, I feel like are always the roughest ish. Damn it! This isn't. I don't like this. No, in one job, and I can't do it. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna try this before I give up completely. Why you don't wanna fill in? I missed you do this. Wow, it's making me work hard. Happy times with pixel. I feel like I haven't done pixel art in a hot minute. Is it supposed to be zero tolerance? Is that what happened? Huh. Weird. Alright. Trippy. That's wild. Ah, my brain. Okay, I'm gonna change the white to something else just because I can't. Let's change this to a different. Okay. How's everyone's night going? File. Select. Hmm? You did. Oh shit. Oh wait. That is so trippy. The more I look at it, the more it's like tripping me out. I love making tiles. They're so fun. I'm gonna actually have to move this over. Interesting. Where the hell did I put it? Ah. Oh, that's trippier. That's not what I meant to do. Good lord. Oh god, I had coffee earlier, and then that gave me like a sugar high that I haven't had in like years, and I was like, oh, this is why I don't drink coffee. It was good coffee, but I don't know, like, I need to reset my desk tile set or display set. I could do that. Oops. Mm. Damn it. My back hurts. Heidi Chan. You lady, young lady. Wait, you lady, young. Okay. Hi. Hello. How are you? Did you get the milk? Yeah? If not, you should have brought back a Pikachu holding a milk jug. Thanks. Now your responsibility. Appreciate it. No. What's wrong? It looks like ice. That was not the goal. I don't like this. I like it looks like kind of icy, but this wasn't the vibes. This is not the vibes I was going for. Anyways, how you been, D-Chan? What you been up to? How's 3D printing going? Tis not the vibes I was going for. Okay, wait. Let me I want to duplicate this. Alright, so then no, don't look at me. I'm making sounds. Okay, what is this? What effect does this do? No. 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 Absolutely not. No. You know, it's a weird time in history when that word is a big trigger. Which one? 3D printing? Oh, I apologize. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I realize that now. I apologize. I'm hmm. Yeah, I can't get my ass out of that one. How do you make? Hmm. You know what? I'm just gonna red shade. I'm so sleepy now. That coffee did not last long. The adrenaline lasted for an hour. I think what was it? I got the coffee and then I called Sasha right after, and she just had me at peak caffeination. I feel so bad for her because I was like talking like a minute a mile. What? Anyways, I was talking really fast. She had me at like high peak energy, and her energy was like she was getting ready for bed. And so I'm just talking to her, and I'm just like, she's a sweetheart. She put up with my bullshit when I'm at like high caffeination. And like, I'm so sorry. And she was like, no, it's okay. I was like, aren't you glad you're friends with me? And she was like, yeah, sure. No, just nah. Um, have you guys ever gotten me at high caffeine? I don't think so. Because I think when I get when I get my coffee, it's at least about 2 or 3 hours after I'm like, okay, I do stream. And then I do stream. And so you guys kind of get me at my chilled and crashing point. Anyways, don't drink coffee, kids. That's the moral of the story. Don't do drugs. Don't do caffeine. It, hmm. Is caffeine technically a drug? In a way, right? No? Yes, no. Oh, and it's starting in 30 seconds, so you guys don't have subs, make sure to adjust volume as necessary. Um. Oh, that is something interesting. I'm not mad at it. That's not what I was going for. Mm, mm, no. I'm making weird sounds today. Don't look at me. Don't worry about it. I'm I'm fine and I'm thriving, kind of. I'm trying to hmm, you know what? Good enough. Mm, Hmm. Where is this? I'm missing something. It's throwing me off. Did I delete it? I deleted it. Now I'm mad. How dare I? I also don't like the wooden planks here. I'm gonna have to change that out. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. This looks like an asylum. Asylum? Asylum? It's too stark. I have so much to change. Nor, why are you a different? Why? Why was that one shade different? I cannot art today. What's this? Oh, okay. I was like, huh. Alright, and then... Alright. This is such an iffy tile. Like, I feel like it needs more of a contrast to be right. Hold up, let me see. No. It feels funky. I'm not mad at it, but I don't like it either. I'm on the wrong... The darker the color, the more I like it. Hmm. Okay, that's fine. Right, and then if I... Okay, let's work with this real quick. Try something. Hmm. Okay. Alright. And then, can I outline this? No!
Bonjour.
Oh, oh, Air, hi Air. Is this for the game? It is. I was in a game making mood today. I hate circles. If anything in the game has a circle, just know I fought hard with said object. I hate circles. Specifically if there's so many circles. Oh my god, how are you, Air? I missed you. I hope you're doing well. I'm just crashing out right now. Don't bite me. I hate circles. If you're a pixel artist and you enjoy creating circles, I envy you. And just note respectfully, fuck you. Oh my god, I fucking hate circles. How are you, Air? How's your day going? How's your week? How is happy Friday? It is Friday, my dudes. This music is supposed to calm me, but tell me why I'm getting more agitated. I feel like boss battle music is necessary right now. Also, I'm not feeling those pillows, and the bed needs to be smaller. There's so much I need to fix. Let me see. Boss. I don't know. What you got for me? What is my intents? Spotify, you suck. uh, what's Seth Ross theme song? How do you spell Seth? Seth. Does it Seth? Seth. Okay. I need boss battle music. No, look at me. This is how I feel. Every time I have to deal with a fucking circle. Why is Sethra's theme sounds like a fucking horror film? I don't think I've really ever sat down and just listened to it. Anyways, just know the circle pains me and I hate it here. Is that even? Okay, that better be even. Well, we'll find out. Nope. Alright, I'm done with you, Southaroth. That's too much. I really need to change my orientation of my displays. No, why you go so far? Uh, okay. This is even enough. So I'm not upset. Hopefully. This looks cool. That's not what I wanted. I hate circles so much. It's painful. Yay. I hate circles. Circles hate me. It's a universal um it's a mutual hate. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I think I might be asleep. Brain is not braining. It's too late at night for brain to brain. Brain. Braining. Brain. I'm supposed to be looking at something. Brains. Yes. Sorry, I'm double checking something. Okay. I'm good. No. Okay. I hate it here. Why does the foot of the bed have to be there? Something was messed up somewhere, and oh well. I'll deal with it. Hmm. Ah, I see. I am mad. I can't do that. Circles be hard. Circles do be circles be circling. And I don't circle. Hmm. He too pointy. He's pointy. Ignore. Why do you hate me? I've given up. I will fight the circle another day. Today is not the day. No. How shackles. I'm honestly depleted. So,
Oh.
no. Brain depleted, brain gone, brain dead. I am dead. I can't deal with circle. Can I do columns? Okay. Just gonna make it an asset. Yeah, we'll deal columns another, not columns. I'm gonna deal circle another day. Circles are foes, not friends. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. They are foes. There are some battles that are worth in life, and they are not it. I've learned to pick my battles, not circles. I draw the line at circle. Pun not intended. Hmm. I'm so sleepy. Alright. Is it freezing yet? That's so loud in my ears. Shut up. Oh, that blasted my ears for a second. Fuck you. Okay. Yes. More difficulties. That's fine. Um, mm, hmm. Interesting. No. No. Fuck, where's my Spotify? Temperature is so high. That threw me off. I was expecting a different song. I'm gonna kind of change the middle up a little bit because it's not spaced as even as I want it. Hmm. Hi, Silent. How are you? How's it going? No, definitely. I'm either gonna increase or decrease the middle. Hmm. Decrease it is. I'm good. Struggling. Surviving. Tired. I'm low-key about to crash. I'm so sleepy. Yeah, how you doing? How's it been? I'm just trying to like roughly make a column shape and then I think I'll try to refine the designs. Yeah, but I don't like how this looks. Damn it. This is one of those things where I had to trust the process because it's just black and white. This is literally black and white right now. Shading will help, but right now I'm so tired. I don't know how much shading will help. Mm. It's giving Dracula's ish. I'm not vibing with it. I'm not vibing with this. Oh, God. Well, it'd be bad to end stream in like 2 hours of streaming. Is 2 hours not enough? It's not even 2 hours. I'm so exhausted from today. the fuck is happening? Good lord. Mhm. Okay. I'm gonna let it slide for a little bit. What the fuck? Where you come from? Go away. Okay. Mm, okay. Definitely gotta tweak it later. I have zero brain power. I am so dead right now. Alright, I'll call it here. I'll see if I can stream tomorrow. I think tomorrow if I have enough energy. Let me. If I have more energy. Thank you. I think if I have more energy, I'll want to try to see if I can work on the Donathon doodles, which I haven't staring at. It haunts me. I will finish those. Even if it takes me 3 years, I will finish them. I will eventually finish them. Do I want to raid? Homesis on. Let's see. Kanzan. Alright. We go recon. Sleepy hours. Sorry for the short stream, guys. Alright, thank you for being here. We're gonna go rate. I can't spell. Uh, let's see if this is right. Yay! Okay, that sounds right. Don't forget to copy the raid message if you guys have not already. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Seb, for resubbing. Thank you, Air, for resubbing. Thank you, Ali, for resubbing. Thanks for chilling and chatting with me today. Sorry for such a short stream. Um, I underestimated my energy level or overestimated. It's been a day. Anyways, I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll update in the Discord. Am I missing anything? Yee. I should be okay for tomorrow. Unless I wake up with a fever. Let's hope not. Anyways, bye guys. Have a